So we're going to be kicking things off here in just a few moments. We have all 10 players in the game. You can see both teams already lined up and ready there. Spontex on the left-hand side of your screen. Very, very confident guy. I think that's a very happy Hosan as well. He's in a good mood today. Actually, I sat down and had dinner with him before we got the show started today, and Hosan said, you know, I think I'm just going to stop playing with these guys because they're annoying and come and cast with you for the rest of the tournament.
Actually, I tried to get him to go into a bet saying, you know, if you lose to this team or whatever, you're going to shave your head. But he said, you know what, I don't want to pull a Joe Miller there. I want to keep my hair.
He has got at least 3 times the amount of hair that I had, so he should definitely be thinking wisely about what he says and what he bets on. But we are into Champion Select here. Let's see what we're going to have banned out. Obviously, the bans all on the right-hand side here. Elise, first of all, banned out for Dragonborns. We have seen that already being used by Copenhagen Wolves. Vi then banned out. We saw it in the middle lane with Shushe in their last game today. Twisted Fate then taken out by Dragonborns themselves, obviously aimed at Bjergsen. And then Kale was the 4th ban, the 2nd ban overall for Copenhagen Wolves. And the 5th was Kha'Zix coming out for Dragonborns.
Well, yeah, they took away 2 of the champions they played in that last game. We saw Vi in the middle with Shushe. We saw Kha'Zix top with Spontex. Worked out for them really well. They got those kills, but they just couldn't hold on to the game. And the last ban to be coming in here in a second. But Xin, obviously, as you see right there, going to be left open, which is a bit interesting, which has actually been happening a lot today, even yesterday. Zin's kind of not a targeted ban anymore. They're letting him through. Thresh was the last ban.
Well, kind of expected. He's got a 100% ban and pick rate up until now. Most of them, sadly enough for us, because I'd love to see a lot more of him have been banned. But that's the thing, you let that Xin Chao go through, he's going to get picked up straight away.
Yeah, we did see Deficio actually play an amazing Thresh yesterday against All Authority. It's so hard to say, against All Authority versus against All Authority, and kept catching Nono over and over with the hook, and then they would just blow him up. But we see Shen and Lux being sat on, and I'm always kind of cautious about a Lux pick, Joe. It's because if the other team builds tanky enough, it kind of completely counters you unless you have that strong early game. But that Shen going to be locked in. And Maluno, DB, what are they going to pick up here? So we will have Maluno. Oh, well, I was going to say in the jungle with Xin, but with that Jarvan, not necessarily sure where that will be, because Maluno was one of the... Well, he wasn't the first, but he was like the 2nd person to always run that Xin and make it really popular when he was back in Curse.
Yeah, and that Lux pick, just to kind of touch on it again, it was banned out against Bjergsen yesterday as well. So we know that Bjergsen is a very capable Lux player. We'll see how he does in this one, but it looks like Lulu going to be locked in straight away here for Dragonborns. Not really taking much time to think about that one. Jarvan still not locked in, which they may switch up in these last seconds.
But seeing that Lulu, kind of makes you want to think that Hosan might go Caitlyn with that, because you have a really strong lane pushing presence with
Draven's still in there.
That's the thing. Draven's still open. But, you know, Lulu's not a super aggressive support. I mean, you can harass a little bit, you can get the nice slow, you can disengage really well, but someone like Tarek would be a good person with Draven, because you have that stun, you can get that damage in, you get the shred with the armor and back out. But so far, you know, that Jarvan, the flag gives you a lot of armor. We could see, well, we're not going to see Tarek come in, but Copenhagen Wolves, where are they actually going to go with here, since Bjergsen will be most likely running the Lux mid, the test. Ezreal is still open for him if he wants to play him. He still has Varus, Caitlyn, which we've seen him play over the past couple of weeks. But I'm not 100% sure what they actually want to go with so far.
I think it's going to be that Xin in the middle lane. I think that's going to be Shushe. We've seen him really kind of favouring these bruisery champions, which is quite ironic, because when he was moved to top lane for Fnatic, he had a problem with the whole bruisers coming into this top lane, and that's when he ended up leaving the team. But now he certainly seems to be having a lot of fun with him. Let's see what Copenhagen Wolves go in for next. Still a lot open, so obviously no AD carries picked up just yet. We still have Draven in there. We still have Miss Fortune is in there, Caitlyn. So definitely options open. Ezreal, of course, not to forget him.
I wonder if we're going to see maybe Darius actually come out, because we have the Lux, so you want to burst someone down as quick as possible, catch one with that light on it. Darius would be a nice follow-up with that true damage, but we see Zyra, so let's think we will have that support Zyra, which Deficio has played in the past and showed he's very competent with, and wow, Hosan instantly locking in that Varus.
Well, he obviously didn't need to think about that one, did he? Straight in there, no messing around. It's going to be Varus for Hosan, which sadly, I like to see his Draven. Always a spectacle to see. But is Varus probably going to be just as strong for him? The fact that he locked it in so quickly meant that he's definitely not having any second thoughts about that one. What will they finish off the lineup with here? Obviously, Xin, Jarvan. They could both be in the lanes, in the jungle, and a Mumu there coming in, and they are going to pick that Mumu up.
Wow, I actually didn't expect that to happen at all. But I mean, we have that nice lockdown. We have the Jarvan ultimate come in right after that as well. But that is a pretty much full AD lineup. Mumu does obviously a decent amount of magic damage, but just look at the DPSers. You're going to have a very AD heavy team. And on Copenhagen Wolfs side, you have a very squishy team so far with the Lux, the Zyra, and the Caitlyn. So it's going to kind of show that, you know, Dragonborns goes for hard engage or something like that. Wolves really won't be able to stand up against it. But a Cho'Gath being sat on, and well, I'm assuming that would most likely be in the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think so. That we'll see Svenskeren with that Cho'Gath up until now. So let's see how these switches go. See who's going to be playing what and where they're going to be playing it. And it looks like it could actually be that Jarvan in the middle lane for Xuexi as they switch over to that.
I'm always cautious with Dragonborns, though. They seem to always like to change last second.
Could probably just pull a Mumu in the middle, you know.
It could happen.
Well, that was the comment from Hosan yesterday that Xuexi doesn't need the champion to be strong. He just needs to enjoy playing it. And then he just says, well, I'm going to play it. Even to the point where, you know, they'll pick champions because they're strong and then say, well, who's actually going to play it because we didn't really factor in, you know, where he's going to be and where he's going to go for that
versus
one.
EG?
That was the Jace pick,
They're like, hey, we want to take that away from Froggen, but who's actually going to play it?
Bit of a strange one, that one, but, you know, however it goes. Either way, Copenhagen Wolves right now in that brush at the top of the river of Svenskeren, just having a little bit of fun. But they're going to be at least 4 men there. Shen is on the other side of their jungle, on that bottom side by the blue. They've got a defensive ward in there. There are 3 wards down already for Dragonborns. 1 top side, 1 bottom side of the river, and 1 in that bottom tri-bush. And we can see that Copenhagen Wolves here, 135 in the game, have hit the go button and are headed down towards this blue buff. The question is, will they be able to catch anyone out from Dragonborns? We're waiting for them here, and Spontex is going to walk straight in. Here we go, the binding lands, the knock-up lands, Spontex is going to go down. First blood coming in for Zyra on for Copenhagen Wolves.
Such a well-played job right there by Copenhagen Wolves, coming in through that top side, which, you know, Krep was pointing out, that seems to be the open spot that people aren't noticing anymore. They can just come in through there for that late evade, secure a kill or 2 because you're usually at your wolves, but it's forcing Luna to go for that red.
Commented before that their lane phases have been generally good. It's later on in the game where they've had troubles as Bjergsen here going to get caught up in the Cataclysm. He used his flash earlier, doesn't have it available, but Xuexi's under the tower. He does manage somehow right at the end to take down Bjergsen, but he did die himself.
And that just shows the mastery of Bjergsen on that Lux, because he waited till he's under that turret to snare him just so he'd take that extra damage. And not to mention that ultimate, which is really crucial if you can keep that cooldown low.
Yeah, so Dragonborns now are almost forced because Shen is pushing hard in this top lane, so they really need to get something from this, as we are going to see Varus hit the ultimate, but he's alone in that one. Shen going to come down. Mover actually getting rooted up here, will be forced to flash away as the Strangled Thorns go down. There's the Amumu and the Cataclysm coming out. Let's see what they can do to finish off. The test will be picked off by Hosan. Svenskeren completely alone as he noms down on Lulu for the kill, and that will be a 3-for-1 with Hosan picking up the double. Well, Dragon has been taken down now. Its size has been decreased to 0, Jason. A team kill for Dragonborns as well, by the way. Forget that one in there. The Jarvan actually going to go in here into the middle. Cataclysm down on Bjergsen. He's going to get Stan United. Actually will flash away. Jarvan will get away from the ultimate of Zyra, but will that be enough? Here we go with Mumu going down in there as well. He's got a wild growth on him, but where's the damage? Where's the focus? The test is being hammered on by Spontex, who will pick up that kill. That's a 2-for-1. There comes the ultimate out of Varus. Svenskeren going to be locked down and finished off by Hosan. But can they get any more? Spontex is not very healthy, but he's certainly not backing off. He's
kind of giving Wolves a chance to get back in the game when they could just force these fights. Every time they go for that Baron, they end up dropping down about half health. As Maluno is finally regenning it back, Xuexi as well. But they're really just allowing the Wolves to farm up and get the burst. They're going to need the damage they need. Bjergsen almost has a death cap done, as you do see an engage as Spontex.
Yeah, they're going to go in here with Spontex onto Svenskeren. Obviously, the tankiest in that lineup. Oh, the Cataclysm flashed away from. The question is, though, with those flashes down, will he be able to follow in? Chain of Corruption will land onto Bjergsen. He puts the laser down. And Mumu ulti comes in. Spontex going to get knocked up. Test doing his best to force them away, but Spontex dives on him again. Uses the flash, gets the knockup. Is saved there by the Rupture and the Stan United coming out of Shen. He's going to throw down the ace in the hole, caught by Hosan, and only the 1 kill resulted in this one. But will it allow them to take this inhibitor turret? They're decently healthy still. Hosan obviously at full HP, and you can see how fast they're able to get rid of that turret, not wanting to risk that inhibitor turret, and they may well just back off here and say, well, this is the time for that Baron. but he's got to be quick as well because, you know, the combo that can come out of a Lux play is all in one go. So we'll see how quick he is on the finger there with that one. Either way, Baron started out here by Dragonborns, already below half HP. As you said, Svenskeren did use that Nom a little bit earlier on, as he is going to throw in the Feral Scream, but that won't do enough damage as they actually catch him here at the end. There was the 90 caliber net from the test to get away from it, so only locking up Svenskeren, who's super tanky. Zyra going to put down the ultimate defensively, and also we saw Shushe Cataclysm over towards Bjergs, and he actually used his flash to get away from that one.
This bottom side Dragonborns might be making a play on this turret, which, you know, down at half health, Copenhagen Wolfs can't really defend it.
Yep, they've just actually pinged up towards the top of that lane. They've seen the positions, and, well, not much that turret's going to be able to do to stop him. The rest of the team, obviously, from Copenhagen Wolfs, not wanting to get too involved with that one, but these waves of minions coming out of the Wolf space just do not last very long. Oracle on Mover to even further restrict the limited vision that Copenhagen Wolfs have already got with every single inner turret down. As we see Bjergsen getting locked up, they're going to go in for it. Jarvan right in on top of him. Stan United going to come down. Laser comes out there as well, as Lux going to be destroyed here by Varus. Godbro falling low, has to flash away, but Hosan's not done yet. He keeps going through as he gets hit by the knock-up. Now he focuses on towards Svenskeren. He will have to flash as well. Can't quite get on the fountain. Hosan dominating. Deficio dove on the fountain. Hosan does not care. He will actually die there in the end. It's Zyra who's credited the kills, but they've got 4 kills from that one. The first turret going to go down. The second Nexus turret here going as well, as Amumu will fall to the test. Dragonborn's not going to finish the game just yet. They want more kills. Shushe picks that one up. There is the very much delayed ace, and Dragonborn's going to make Copenhagen Wolves continue their miserable run of results at 0 for 8 with a nice, comfortable victory here. And 13-6 in the end, but no job done there, I think. You can see Hosan, who went into the fountain there for his kills at the end, never happy with what he's got on the scoreboard.
And Wolves, they had that strong early lead, but Dragonborn's coming back for that, pretty much using that team fight to their advantage, and they have to feel pretty good. Now I believe they're 2-2 in LCS so far.
Yes, 2-2. Not a bad start for them. You can see Spontex very excited about how that game went down, and why not? He's just picked up another win here. Obviously, that's it for us for now here on the Cassides. We're going to throw it over to Demon, Quick Shot, and of course, Crepo to break it all down.